Welcome to the chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss about the few more preparation method. In that, first one is from alkanes. How we are going to prepare the haloalkanes by using the alkenes. As you know, the alkenes can be represented by carbon to carbon double bond. In this double bond, one of the bond is sigma and one more is the pi bond. It is very easy to break the pi bond, but it is not easy to break the sigma bond because sigma is very strong as compared with the pi. So, we are going to break the bond and we are going to make this in the haloalkane like R. You can take Rx. Okay. So, we are making the hydrogen by using the alkane, we are preparing the haloalkane. We are preparing the haloalkane. So, let me tell you, by using the alkene and other two compounds, we can able to prepare the haloalkane. First one, by adding the hydrogen halide to alkene, we can able to prepare the haloalkanes. Okay. So, let me explain this one first. So, this is the alkene, carbon to carbon double bond alkene. For this alkene, we are adding the hydrogen halide. It means HX. Hydrogen halide we are going to add, and what happens? There is a breaking of the one of the bond, and there is a formation of the single bond. One of the H is attached here, one of the X is attached to the another carbon. There is a formation of the haloalkane. Okay. So, this is how the addition of the hydrogen halide is made to the alkene in order to get the haloalkane, So, let me explain you by taking the two example. One is a symmetrical alkene. If the symmetrical alkene is there, for example, ethene, it is a symmetrical alkene. We can symmetrically break this symmetrical alkene. For ethene, if I am adding HCl, that is hydrogen halide. HCl is a hydrochloric acid. That if we are adding HCl, what happens? One of the H will going to attach to the this CH2, it becomes CH3 and double bond is reduced to the single bond CH2Cl. Okay. So, this is how, and here you have to take the CCl4 as a solvent, So, if we are adding the hydrogen halide, that is HCl, to the ethene, you are going to get the chloroethane as a product. Again, chloroethane is a haloalkane like Rx, it is a form of the Rx. We want to prepare the Rx compound only by using the alkene as well as hydrogen halide. Okay. So, this is regarding the symmetrical alkane. If I am taking unsymmetrical alkane, so when we are considering the unsymmetrical alkene, there will be a formation of the two types of the product. For example, let me take, this is a unsymmetrical alkene, CH3, CH, CH2. If I am adding HCl to this one, that is hydrogen halide. So, there is a formation of the two types of the product. How it will going to be occur, that I will explain you. First, so here we are applying the Markovnikov's rule. So, according to the Markovnikov's rule, what happens? The negative part of the adenine, suppose this is the adding molecule. The negative part is Cl minus. The negative part of the adenine should attach to the doubly bonded carbon. These are the two doubly bonded carbon. This part must be attached either to this carbon or to this carbon. But according to the Markovnikov's rule, what it says, the negative part of the adenine will going to attach to the carbon which is having the least number of the hydrogen. It means this one is having the least number of the hydrogen. So, what will be the product? One of the product will be like this, CH3, CH and Cl is added here, and here it is reduced to single bond CH3. So, this is, the name is 1, 2, 3, 2-chloropropane. Okay, one more possibility, the Cl can able to attach here also. So during that time what happens? CH3, CH2, then CH2, Cl. This is 1 chloropropane. This is 1 chloropropane. As you are numbering 1, 2, 3, this is the 1 chloropropane. Again here also you have to take the solvent as CCl4. So you are going to get the 1 chloropropane, while this one is the minor product. Two chloropropane is the major product. Okay, see here we want to prepare the haloalkane. How it is done? By taking the alkene. Alkene is one of the reactant. So if I add the hydrogen halide to the alkene means I am going to get the haloalkane. Okay, if this is the general format, this is the alkene, this is the hydrogen halide, you are going to get the haloalkane or alkyl halide compound. So particularly the alkene can be of two types, one is symmetrical alkene, one more is unsymmetrical alkene. Suppose if I am considering symmetrical alkene, that is if we consider ethene, for ethene if I am adding the HCl in presence of the solvent carbon tetrachloride, we are going to get the chloroethane as a product. Suppose if it is a unsymmetrical alkene, it will going to give us two products, one will be the major product, one more will be the minor product. So according to the Markovnikov's rule, the negative part of the adenium should attach to the carbon, that is a doubly bonded carbon, which is having the least number of the hydrogen. So the 2 chloropropane is the one of the product, and which will be the major product. And another possibility is there is a formation of the 1 chloropropane, and this 1 chloropropane is the minor product. This 1 chloropropane is the minor product. So this is how we can prepare the haloalkanes by using the alkene and hydrogen halide. Okay, I hope so you got it. Next, one more thing, by taking the alkene, that is the combination of the alkene with halogen, even we can able to prepare the haloalkanes. So here alkenes are treated with halogens, we are going to get the haloalkane. Let me tell you one example. Alkene, let us take ethene. So here I am taking halogen as a bromine. So if I am adding bromine in presence of the CCl4 carbon tetrachloride, what happens? There is a formation of the, it reduces to single bond and one of the Br. Okay, vicinal dihalide is formed. Even you can, and it is also called as anti-addition. So here alkene is taken. For when the bromine water, that is the bromine in CCl4, that is the bromine water is reddish brown in color, reddish brown is its color. So when the reddish brown bromine water is added to the alkene, so what happens? There is a formation of the vicinal dihalide. So how we came to know that? It is one of the test for the detection of the unsaturation. It is one of the test for the unsaturation test, we can say. Unsaturation test. First let me explain you how it happens, later I will tell about unsaturation test. So whenever the alkene is treated with bromine in CCl4, you are going to get that is 1,2 dibromoethane, that is the vicinal dihalide is obtained, because the neighboring carbon are having the 2 halogen atom, vicinal dihalide is formed, and this is called as anti-addition because both side, here one Br is attached, another side here Br is attached. This is what we called as anti-addition. So what happens basically, if we are adding the bromine water, bromine water is a reddish brown color liquid. Suppose the bromine water is added to the doubly bonded, it means alkene, unsaturated compound. So during that time what happens, the reddish brown color of the bromine water, it disappears. The disappearance of the color of the bromine water indicates what? There is a formation of the product, or it also indicates there is a presence of the unsaturated compound. If unsaturated compound, if I am taking instead of this unsaturated, if I am taking alkane and I am adding the bromine water, means it will not going to change its color. Only the bromine water, that is a reddish brown color, will going to change when this compound is unsaturated. Either it may be alkene or it may be alkyne, whatever it is. If it is unsaturated, means the color of the bromine water will going to be change, or change means it will going to be disappear. It will going to be disappear. The reddish brown color of the bromine water will be disappeared, and there is a formation of the product like vicinal dihalide. This vicinal dihalide is colorless. This vicinal dihalide is a colorless. So here also we are preparing the haloalkane, but here we are adding the direct halogen. It means in the form of X2. But in case of here we are adding the hydrogen halide, that is HX. In both the cases we are preparing the that is haloalkane or alkyl halides. Okay, I hope these two concepts are clear for you. Let me tell you one more very important method. We can able to prepare the alkyl halide by using the alcohol. So what is the general formula of the alcohol? ROH. This is the general formula of the alcohol. From alcohol we want to prepare the haloalkane, that is RX type of the compounds we want to prepare by using the ROH, So let me tell you, it can be done by using the three types of the reagent. It means if I add hydrogen halide to the alcohol, I am going to get the RX. Even if I add phosphorus halide to the alcohol, means I am going to get the RX type of the compound. If I am going to add thionyl chloride to the alcohol, means again I am going to get the RX as a product. So from the alcohol we can able to prepare the haloalkane by addition of the three different types of the reagent. Okay, so let me explain you one by one. Let us go for the first one, hydrogen halide. Hydrogen halide is a type of the HX, hydrogen halide. Okay, so if I am going to add the hydrogen halide to the alcohol, we are going to get the haloalkanes. We are going to get the haloalkanes. Let me tell you the reactivity of this hydrogen halide. If the hydrogen halide may be HI, HBr, HCl, HF. Yes or no? So on the basis of the hydrogen halide, the rate of the reaction will be, the rate of reaction for HI will be faster, because iodine is bigger in size, it can easily breakable. So HI, the reactivity of the HI is greater than HBr, than that of the HCl, than that of the HF. So this is the reactivity series with respect to the hydrogen halide. Okay. So next, one more thing, the rate of reaction with respect to the alcohol. What we are doing here, I will tell you here. We are adding for alcohol, we are adding the hydrogen halide. Okay, like this. So what we want to prepare? We want to prepare RX. What else? This RX. What else remain? H2O plus H2O. Yes or no? So now we talk about the reactivity of this HX. The second point is to talk about the reactivity of the alcohol. The reactivity of the alcohol. Here always tertiary alcohol is more reactive than the secondary, than the primary alcohol. It means, what is tertiary means, it is attached to the carbon which is attached to the OH group. The carbon which is attached to the OH group, that must be attached to the further 3 carbons, like this. This is attached to 1, 2, 3, tertiary. Okay, if it is attached to the 2CH3, that is the secondary, here it may be H. Okay, if it is attached to the only one CH3 and other may be H, this is the primary. So these are the some of the note point, you can write it. The reactivity with respect to the hydrogen halide, that will be HI is the more reactive compared with HBr, compared with HCl, compared with HF. And if the reactivity with respect to the alcohol means tertiary alcohol is more reactive than the secondary than the primary. I hope so all the points are very clear for you. In this here first we discussed about the preparation by using the alkene. That alkene can be added with hydrogen halide, even alkene can be added with the halogens. In both the cases we are going to get the what we can say haloalkanes. And one more method is by using the alcohol we can able to get the haloalkanes. For the alcohol we can able to add 3 types of the compounds that we are going to detail, we are going to study in our next class. Okay, thank you. Okay, let us come to the preparation of the haloalkane by using the alcohol and hydrogen halide. As I said you, from the alcohol we are preparing the alkyl halides. So here first one is we are taking the hydrogen halide. When the hydrogen halide is reacted with alcohol, we are going to get the haloalkane along with the elimination of the water. See a simple example. Simple reaction is there, ROH and HX. This X will going to be attached here and this H2O is removed, that is water. So first hydrogen halide, that is HX, I am taking as HCl, as I am taking it as HCl. Let me take ROH generally plus HCl in presence of the catalyst like zinc chloride, you are going to get RCl plus H2O. Okay. So if I took one of the primary alcohol, that is CH3 CH2OH ethanol plus HCl in presence of zinc chloride, you are going to get CH3 CH2 Cl plus H2O. See here, this is the primary alcohol. Primary alcohol. How I am telling primary? Because the carbon which is attached to the OH group, this carbon is further attached with only a single carbon. If it is attached with other 2 carbon, it will be secondary. If it is attached with other 3 carbon, means that will be the tertiary alcohol. See here, whenever primary and secondary alcohol we are using with the HCl, we need the ZnCl2 as our catalyst. Suppose if I am talking about tertiary alcohol, there is no need of addition of the ZnCl2. Directly just by adding some sort of some HCl and shake it, you are going to get the product as a haloalkane for the tertiary alcohol. But for primary and secondary you have to add the ZnCl2 which is acts as a catalyst. For tertiary alcohol, no need of addition of the any ZnCl2. Clear? Okay. So let us go for the one more example, that is by taking the hydrogen halide like HBr. By taking the hydrogen halide like HBr, if we are adding HBr to the alcohol, what happens during that time? So plus HBr. Here when we are adding the HBr, that is hydrogen bromide, we have to use the some acid like H2SO4, some acid like H2SO4. Okay. And here what will be the product? What we want to prepare? HBr itself. HBr, and then what else remained? H2O is remained. Okay. And sometimes in your book they have also using alcohol with NaBr, alcohol with NaBr, and even they are using the H2SO4. Even they are using the H2SO4. So here what we want to prepare RBr, that is alkyl halide, plus there is a one NaHSO4. So just look at the what else is remained. NaHSO4 is remained, and what else is remained? Water is the one of the product. So when the alcohol is directly treated with the HBr in presence of the acid like H2SO4, you are going to get the RBr, that is alkyl bromide type of the compound. Sometimes they are going to use instead of HBr like KBr or NABr, that is sodium bromide or potassium bromide. During that time you are going to get the product along with the alkyl bromide, you are going to get the water as well as NaHSO4 as a one of the byproduct. Clear? So, this is how we can explain the preparation of the alkyl halide by using the hydrogen halide. That hydrogen halide may be HCl or HBr. If it is HCl, you have to use the ZnCl2. If it is HBr, you have to use the H2SO4. You have to use the H2SO4. That's it. Clear? So, let us go for the phosphorus halide. When the alcohol is treated with phosphorus halide like PX3 or PX5, you are going to get the alkyl halide. So, let me write the generally ROH plus PX3 may be, it may be PCl3 or PCl5. Either it may be PCl3 or it may be what we can say PCl5 form, that is X is nothing but here chlorine is the X. So, let me write the reaction PCl3, you can take PCl3. So, what I want to prepare here, we want to prepare by using this one, we are going to prepare RCl type of the compound, RCl type of the compound we want to prepare, and then here just look at the balancing, here 3 Cl are there, here only 1 Cl is there, I will make it 3, it means 3R also becomes 3R. So, just look at the reaction, 3 are there, 3 what else remained, H3 PO3, it means H3 PO3. This is also one of the product, that is phosphorus acid we are going to get, phosphorus acid we are going to get. Whenever the alcohol is treated with phosphorus trichloride, you are going to get the that is alkyl chloride as a product along with the phosphorus acid. So, the PCl3 is existing. Similarly, PCl that is PBr3 or PI3 is not available. So, during that time how we want to prepare the RI or we can say RX type of the compounds, because PBr3 or PI3 is not available directly. So, during that time we are going to use one more method, that alcohol is treated with, that is PBr3 and PI3 is not directly available. During that time we are going to use one more reaction, that is ROH, alcohol is treated with red phosphorus in presence of the halogen. So, when the red phosphorus and the halogen they are going to react with each other, they will immediately form the PBr3 or PI3 like compounds, and finally it will going to get, or finally we are going to get the RX type of the compounds. Okay. So, if PCl3 is directly available, that is no problem, we are going to get the RCl type of the compound, but PBr3 and PI3 is not available. In order to get such type of the compounds, we want to take red phosphorus with the halogen. Okay. So, if I taking instead of PCl3, if I am taking PCl5, so what happens, ROH plus phosphorus, instead of trichloride we are using the PCl5, we are going to get what is the required product, we want RCl itself plus HCl will going to be remain, and plus what else remain, POCl3 is the one more product. So, along with the RCl is the desired product, RCl is our desired product, along with RCl we are going to get the HCl and POCl3. Just look at the balancing, there is it is also balanced, and this is how we are going to prepare the alkyl halides, that is RCl or RX or like these compounds by using the PCl3 and PCl5. Clear? I hope so this is clear for you. So, let us move for the one more method, that is by using the thionyl chloride we can able to prepare the alkyl halide, those are treated with the alcohol, and this process is very important. Several times they have asked in your examination. So, In the Darjan process, thionyl chloride is used in the Darjan's process. Thionyl chloride is used. What is the formula of thionyl chloride? SOCl2. So, whenever the alcohols are reacted with thionyl chloride, there is a formation of the RCl. We want to prepare RCl, that is alkyl chloride. Alkyl chloride is prepared. Along with what else remained, there is a HCl release, which is a gas, and plus sulfur dioxide releases, which is also a gas, Okay. So, in case of Darjan process, or alcohols can be treated with thionyl chloride, so that we are going to get the alkyl chloride as a product, and this reaction is known as Darjan's process. Here thionyl chloride is used. Keep in mind, this process is very important. Sometimes they are going to give you one of the example and name the following reaction. One more question they are going to ask you. During that time you have to write the Darjan's process, like that you have to write. And sometimes which is the reagent which used in the Darjan's process, that is also the question which they might be asked you. Clear? So, in all the methods, the Darjan's process is the best method for the preparation of the alkyl halides. It is the very best method for the preparation. Most of the time, whatever the product, that is alkyl halide, which we are getting from the Darjan's process, is in the pure form. There is no any mixture is available, because the other two byproducts which we are getting, those are in the gaseous form. They can escape easily out of from that. So, only the pure form of the alkyl halide is available for us. So, Darjan's process is quite, we can be able to get the pure form of the alkyl halide, we can say. In other compounds also we are going to get the alkyl halide in other methods, but those are available in the mixture. Directly we are not going to get, and here also there is a mixture, but the two byproducts are gaseous. That is in the gaseous state, they can easily escape. So, the pure form of the alkyl halide is available in the Darjan's process. So, here by using the phosphorus halide also we can able to prepare the alkyl halide, and even by using the thionyl chloride, that is in the Darjan's process, we can able to prepare the haloalkane or alkyl halide, and this Darjan's process is very useful, and it is according to your examination point of view, as well as preparation of the alkyl halide, because here the pure form of the alkyl halide is obtained, other two byproducts are the gaseous state, they can easily escape. So, only the pure form of RCl is available, as compared with other methods there is a mixture is available. So, we have to separate out that, but here there is no need of separating. Gaseous products will going to be escape, and only RCl will be remained. Okay. So, all these are the methods of the preparation which we are discussed in this class are very important. So, be aware and follow up the video and make your own notes. Okay. Thank you.